another project because chickens can get out fencing that you set up for goats. Let's do this. Yeah, and you want to, not right there. Yeah, make sure you do it like on a weld. That way it holds better.
A little hard.
Why are you having trouble? You want me to do it?
Nope, I can fit my hand.
You got that one around a weld properly?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. They got a zip tie and he thinks it's something. He called her over. Oh my goodness.
Funny.
Got it. So this is like a temporary gate situation here, so we gotta stop. I want to keep wrapping and we're about to open. Right? I'm getting pecked from behind by this one.
Bok,
Hi, Bok Bok.
bok, bok, bok.
And so we're on this run here now. We have 2 to do, but I don't think we're gonna have enough chicken wire, so we'll just make do with what we got for now. And over here we can peek my garlic, which is over here amongst some of the grass. Some of it's looking good, some of it not so great.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That is not garlic. That is actually tiger lilies. They're flowers I planted in front of Daddy's workshop. So it'll look pretty, as long as we keep the animals out of it, as we are trying.
Ba, ba, ba.
And all the animals that are curious as to what we are doing over here.
And there's also the guts over there.
Yeah, we gotta let them out. But I know goats are horrible helpers, but they think they're great helpers. They always be in our business.
Yeah.
Ready for me to roll out more?
Yeah.
Okay. So I ran out of chicken wire, and since this is hopefully a temporary situation, because, well, it's hopefully a temporary situation, I utilized an X-Pen, put that up against it, hoping that enough, yeah, they won't be able to fit through, because these are much smaller than these, and hopefully doubling up on it, they won't be able to get through. So now I just need to get these stakes out, and then they'll have all of this area and that little coop for the bantams. Right now we're also going to try and keep the layer chicks in here. Move these things out, but keep these layer chicks. There's a few more I have to find because they've been able to fit through my 4x4 fencing. Crazy birds. So I've got a lot of plants that need planting. Not all of these are going to be planted. Some of them are for my mom and some other people, but I've got so much to plant. So I was talking to Julio and he said, well, let's get some planted. And so impromptu time, planting some pumpkins. So it's trying to rain and he's rushing around trying to get my beds made up for me because I only have one made up. We're working off of a field that we had that's just all grass. So we're just trying to build up the area so that it is not grass. You can see out here in the field, it's just a bit of grass. We're just trying to turn it into a bit of a pumpkin patch out here. And I'll show you what we've done so far. So underneath this soil is just a whole bunch of just hay from cleaning out the goat pens. And then we put the soil on top, and that's just kind of making a nice raised bed. I'm going to plant the pumpkins directly in it. So he's going to put some of this newer mulch that hasn't quite decomposed entirely down first, and then he'll put some of the nicer soil on top. So this is actually decomposing pretty well, super quick. Looking good. Realized I forgot to bring out my markers, so I may not know what everything is by the time I'm all done. But it's a start. Over the topsoil now, so we'll have one more bed. So, second bed is made. I have extremely grimy hands. Felt good to get into the dirt and really make this bed beautiful. Love the soil that we have been able to create here. And now these are all gonna get planted. Such beautiful plants. One right here I'm most excited about. It's my Blue Hubbard. It was a beautiful, beautiful gourd, and I'm hoping that I can grow my own. Gotten so dark, but we have our pumpkins planted, and I am super stoked because they were looking pretty sad. So sometimes things happen around here just the last second, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll have a beautiful pumpkin patch here this summer. A lot of this is actually really an experiment to see what I actually even get. I saved these seeds from pumpkins that I purchased from a local nursery, and I really love those pumpkins, so I'm kind of hopeful that I get some lovely pumpkins for decorating, and even if they don't look exactly like the ones I had before, hopefully they're even good for processing and making for pumpkin pies later. The garden is definitely coming along. Get out of there, kiddo! Somebody's working a little too close to the tractor. Coming along, I'm really pleased. I'll give you an update, and you'll see that later on in this video. So I was going to try and plant today, but the gusts of wind are intense, and it's just really not, one, comfortable to be out here, and two, I don't know that I want to transplant the plants out here into this. His hair stuck in my face. So I'm going to show you though what we're getting done so far, just prep for the plants, and they'll probably get planted tomorrow.
A bug.
This is compost. I'm going to rake it out on this bed. There's also been some topsoil put on here. It's got a lot of rocks and stuff in it, so I'm going to have to try and get as much of that out as possible. Yeah. Same thing. I think he forgot to put some here. I don't think he saw. It was really dark, as you saw. And then I'm definitely going to work on that bed since there's plenty there. And hopefully tonight he can get some more, and we can finish up these beds so that they're ready for planting. What are you doing in the garden bed? Get out of there. Come on. I know it feels good on your feet, doesn't it? Somebody's enjoying the soft dirt. At least nothing's planted in it. Once mommy plants in there, you can't go in there, you understand? You hear me? Okay. There's no plants in it right now. Our onions are doing really well. Don't go in there. Do not go in there. I started mulching over here. I just have to get more. We also have onions on that side. This side's not doing as well. Not sure if I mentioned it yet, but yeah, they're there, but they're more sporadic, missing in some spots. Liam's insisting that we have carrots. They should be all in this bed here, this part of the bed here, but I'm not really seeing anything, but I could be wrong. No, that's just grass and weeds, just weeds. So I'm probably gonna just till this up or like rake it up a little bit and also plant more tomatoes here. I think I can get 1, 2, maybe 3 tomatoes here, especially after the radishes are done. I head out to show you the pumpkins that we planted last night. And here's an update on my butter crunch and my lettuce. I actually did some thinning out on them. You can still see there's so many clumps in some spots where Elena was helping, but it's looking good. These are peas. So they'll be getting a trellis this weekend. Once we can get that up, then they can start trellising up because that's what they need. I know the strawberries, you're supposed to like pinch off the flowers the first year, but I just can't not get any strawberries this year. And these plants, this is technically their second year, even though it's the first year that they've been in this spot. So I'll show you what we got so far. We have some. Definitely got, ta-da, yeah. Don't touch them, okay? Got some flowers. Got some flowers growing, starting there. Okay, gentle with them, sweetie. Gentle, gentle. Definitely have some more over here. These are the plants that we had before. And so I just transplanted them over here. And this is a different variety on this side. They're just starting out, so they're small. Some of them didn't quite make it past transplanting, but a good number of them did, so I'm pretty pleased. What do you think about strawberries?
I think.
Yeah, you excited about strawberries? Yeah, we're gonna put up a netting over this as well to keep the birds out, because otherwise they will eat the strawberries. So we're headed out to go check on the pumpkins. It's really, really windy here today. Come on, sweetie pie. Want to make sure they're doing okay in this wind. I'm a little worried about them. She wants a popsicle. After we're done here, after we check on the pumpkins, okay?
We're done here on the pumpkins.
For now, I may plant some peppers. I'll have to get one bed ready. Let's see how they're doing.
I mean, really good.
So they're definitely not doing so great. Probably was not a smart decision to do that last night. So the pumpkins were a little bit laying down, so I pushed them down further into the soil just gently kind of around them like this, kind of, and we'll just hope for the best that they can survive this crazy wind. Really, cat? And I'll probably put a fence up around this as well, because I'm afraid now that the deer are going to come here. We don't typically have a huge deer problem, but just never know. So, like I said, I pushed them down a little further into the soil to give them a little bit more stability. I'm hoping for the best. Minnie. There's my Minnie. Hey, hey! We're going to get the tractor and the trailer and meet with Daddy. And he's got the front end loader. So he's going to load us up with some mulch. Or, yeah, like mulch. You're out. You're done. All good. All right, I'm gonna go. We're gonna head out and go dump this in the garden. What do you think, sweetie? You ready? Okay, here we go. The fence is right there, but he's making the base for the bed. These over here we rototilled and then added the compost on top. I've been calling it mulch, but I mean compost. Here we added fresh compost and hay and stuff, and then we're just going to put in the older compost on top of it, kind of making like a raised bed. And I think that's going to work better. I loved how it turned out for the pumpkins. So I'm going to do, what are we putting in here? Oh, this is going to be for the cucumbers and then something else. I'm not sure what's going to be in the third bed. Well, that went well. Yay. All right, so I'm going to go spread this out. It's a lay. You blowing wishes? No? Oh, okay. You're putting it back? Why? So I can get video of you tossing it back over like you did earlier? No. No? Oh, okay. I know it is a seat. hulking it up. You got to push on the, there you go.
Real easy, yeah.
Trusting me to drive the front end loader. That's a little crazy. Oh, there he is. Hi. Oh my goodness. Look at me. Look at me. Oh. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't know what I'm doing, but apparently I'm doing it. Are protesting. The Bucks are protesting the fact that we're out here and they're not, because they want to come out here and eat. We started doing that and they're kind of like liking that idea. So you may have noticed that it's just the three of us, Elena, Julio, and I. Liam is at his grandparents' for today. He's getting to play with his cousins, so she's enjoying just daddy and mommy time, actually. This bed will be for, I believe I'm going to put my watermelons here. And we have 2 beds for cucumbers, 1 for pickling cucumbers, 1 for sweet cucumbers. Almost done over here. We're going to have peppers, and tomatoes, and the other, and I believe that's how it's going to go. We'll see. Sometimes things change as we get started. Look at the tires. They're like flat. Because there's so much weight on them. This thing is heavy. That is 3 loads from the front end loader. That is heavy. Look at that wheel. Whoo! Yay! Good job. Yep. Strawberries are doing amazingly well. So we have a trellis up now for the peas, thanks to Julio. He does always get things up in a nice timely manner for everything here. And yeah, I'm really excited. This is the first year we've grown peas. The kids love peas, so I'm really hoping we have enough to freeze some for winter, as well as obviously fresh eating. It's all the lettuce, as you know, the spinach. Here we have the radishes. And guess what? Guess what we have? Okay, not that. That's grass. We have carrots. I'm so excited. I spaced them out so well. They are, you can't really tell in this video, but they are so well spaced out. There's also weeds in here, but look at that. I'm not going to have to thin them because they're so well spaced out. Now let's hope they grow. I did mulch these onions. Something's digging them up. I think it's a neighbor cat. And these guys got finished mulching, as you saw, so that's good. And we're ready to plant the tomatoes and the peppers. I've been talking about how we're going to plant the tomatoes and peppers. I'm just super excited to get it done. But I really didn't anticipate how much work was going to be involved in getting those beds ready. So, yeah, it just hasn't happened yet and may not happen for till our next video. But a quick update, the pumpkins did survive our high winds. They also got a little bit wilted, so I made sure I watered them. Julio set up some more hoses, so I should be able to bring the hose out here to water them now. So they're looking good. And I'm going to give them a little water and call it, I think, a day out in the garden. We have some other projects that need doing, but I think we've had enough here out in the garden. Lightning. You guys fighting over a piece?